How do you register your YouTube channel as a business? Well, you don't have to do it, but depending on how you're using it, you may be skipping tax benefits, legal protection. In this episode, I'll break down when it's necessary to actually register your business, and my goal is to make sure that you're not overcomplicating things and that you're really able to leverage YouTube as a tool for lead generation. Let's dive right in. So first of all, I just want to make a comparison. Maybe you've been to Costco, okay, and you have a Costco membership. They have different types of membership. You can get a regular membership, I don't know what they call it, but then they have a business membership. Now, do you have to be a business owner to get the business membership? No, it's just a higher fee. So it just has a name, which one do you want, and you choose the one that you want. So having a business membership at Costco has no legal standing. It doesn't mean that you're a business owner. It doesn't mean that you have to file your taxes different. That's the same thing on YouTube. You can set up your YouTube channel as personal or as business, but you can use a personal channel for business or a business channel for personal stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any legal standing. And internally, there's not that much difference in the settings. In fact, I would say about 80% of the channels that I produce, all for business purposes, 80% of them are personal channels. The other 20% are set up as business. With one login, I can access all of these channels, but it's actually more difficult when they're business channels. So it's actually annoying to me. That's really the only difference. Let's address a few myths and then we'll answer some questions. Myth number one, registering your business only matters if you're earning ad revenue. The reason that this is a myth is because ad revenue doesn't reflect whether you should register as a business. If you're getting paid money from YouTube through their advertising program, you are an independent contractor with YouTube. They are registered as a business and they are going to send you a 1099 and you just give that 1099 to your accountant and you don't need to register a business at all. Now, it becomes more necessary for you to have a business if you have employees or if you want to do different things with your write-offs, but you can get that advice from your accountant. For simplistic purposes, you're an independent contractor, so you don't even need to have your own business. Myth number two, YouTube takes care of the business stuff for me. Well, this is where it depends. If your focus is ad revenue and you're just creating entertaining content that'll get views and YouTube's going to pay you, then actually yes, YouTube does take care of the business stuff for you. But if you have a business outside of YouTube, they're completely separate and YouTube has no impact or control on your business. You need to register the business, you need to do your own bookkeeping, hiring, firing, you're going to sell your services, you're going to fulfill on that. It's obviously completely separate. What's the benefit of treating my channel as a business if I'm not monetized through YouTube ads? Well, I'm glad you asked, because you can generate way more revenue through a business outside of YouTube, but you're still treating YouTube as a business tool than worrying about the ads. Most of my clients that are generating 6 and 7 and even some of them 8 figures of revenue only generate like $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month from YouTube ads. Now, another way that I recommend looking at it is YouTube a nurturing tool or is it a marketing tool? And you've got to look at all the different tools that you use, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or a podcast or your email list or YouTube. How are you using it? So I define marketing as getting in front of new people who've never heard of you before, and nurturing is you're nurturing your relationship with your subscribers or your friends or your connections. So think about a podcast. You've got listeners, right? And when you post a new episode, your listeners are going to hear it. So you're nurturing them. It's really hard to market. It's really hard to grow a podcast. What about your email list? Well, these are people who have subscribed to you. They already know who you are, so every email you send out, you're nurturing them. Nurturing is very, very important. Same with Facebook, same with LinkedIn. When you post content there, it's a percentage of your friends or your LinkedIn connections that are going to see that, so you're nurturing them. So where does that leave YouTube? Well, there are 2 paths that you can follow on YouTube. One is really good for nurturing. One is really good for marketing. If your goal is ad revenue, you want to nurture. You want to do what Mr. Beast does. He makes videos that his subscribers will want to come back and watch. Every single video that he puts out, his subscribers watch. He's really good at nurturing. But if you want to leverage YouTube for lead generation, then you want to do the other approach where you're attracting new people who've never heard of you before. And the best way to do that is through YouTube search. You can find what your target audience is searching for on Google and YouTube, and you can make YouTube videos that match what they're searching for. That's better than any other lead gen funnel that you can put together, because typically you're interrupting them. You're paying for ads that promote your services, but you're doing it in a way that annoys them. You're interrupting them. They don't want to watch ads. They want to watch this other content. We're creating the content that people are searching for. We're not promoting or selling. We're just answering their question. We're just helping them out. And it builds a relationship before they go to our website where they see the promo content. So they just don't feel like they're being sold to. This strategy will help you become the #1 thought leader in your space, and it has the potential of being the best marketing tool for your business. Will registering my channel help with taxes, write-offs, or legal protection? There's actually not a way to register your channel as a business. That's not a thing. So your state or your city, they have a business license that you can get, and you can set up an LLC or something like that, and that's a legal entity that protects your business. But YouTube is not owned by you. YouTube is a tool that you're using. It's just like that Costco membership. You couldn't get an LLC to protect your Costco membership. Can I keep using my personal name, or do I need to operate under a business name on YouTube? That's a good question, and I actually recommend to use your business name. Don't use your business name on YouTube. So your channel name, you'd think, oh, well, this is for my business, so I should call it my business name. Nah, don't do that, because people are finding you for the first time, and they're not looking for a business. They're looking for help. They're looking for an answer to their question. If they see that it's a business that's answering their question, they might put their guard up. But think about this. They type in a question, they find a video that's like, oh, that's exactly what I'm searching for. And then they look down and they see a person's name. And then when they watch the video, it doesn't look too corporate or too business-like. They feel like they've been invited into your home. They're not going to feel pressured. You're just answering their question, and it helps build a relationship. Do I need a different email or Google account for a business YouTube channel? Well, that's a boring question. The answer is no. You don't need anything like that. So here's something crazy. A video that goes viral could really hurt your chances for lead generation. I want you to understand why. I made a whole other episode. I'll link to it right here. You're going to learn why viral videos could actually be hurting your business on YouTube. So go watch that video next.